what happens here. It's our second quarterfinal. I'm going to pass it on over to the booth. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Maria. We are so looking forward to the next of our quarterfinals here. Ailey Loney alongside Corey Baumeister. And we have the privilege of bringing you Jean-Emmanuel Depraz, former world champion, looking to join the two-timer club up with the Javier Dominguez as well as Shahar Shinhar. Let's see. Maybe, we have two former world champions in the top 8 who could still do it, but still has to get through Derrick Davis, who, let me tell you, he fought tooth and nail to get into the top 8 here this weekend, Corey.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he went on a roller coaster of emotion.
Oh,
you
boy.
could just see. It wasn't even like celebratory, yes, I made the top 8. It was just relief. It was like, okay, I did not blow it after being 9-1 and made it into the top 8. So, yeah, going to be a great match.
It is indeed. We are joining this in Game 3, so this is post-board. Both players have won a game apiece. So we'll take a look as we find a couple of opportunities to do so as this game gets underway to tell you how they sideboarded.
Yeah, absolutely.
Things with a seal.
I'll let you know right now, Ailey, as far as JED, we ended up taking out a Braid, a card that against the lesson decks for monuments, that's what you're going to be keeping in, but no monuments here from Derrick's side. Took out Torch the Towers, took out Flood Maws, took out a Pyroclasm, and then in we had Hydro Man Fluid Felon, 1 Ghost Vacuum, 2 Spell Pierce, 2 Spider Sense to be able to just counter some spells from Derrick's side.
Alrighty. So, our Tiger Seal is once again no longer napping, courtesy of the rummage there from our fear of missing out. Grand on the other side of things with Derrick Davis, looking to get some spells in the yard now for Derrick. This is an unconventional, at least I would say, compared to what's going to be the norm going forward, what you're going to see on the ladder, this is a different build to that. No monument, no artist's talent. It's just, more of a good old honest lessons deck.
Yeah, absolutely. Going for the win cons of the Eddie Merc Crab instead of Monument. Who knows if Derrick could have, would have wanted to switch to the monuments if he would have had that information. Maybe he already did. But, you can't really want to change too many things when you're in the top 8 here at the World Championship. But, yeah, who knows? Derrick wins this. This still might be the norm as far as the deck list goes. Who knows?
Hey, could well be. And, yeah, like you mentioned, if your deck in the top 8, you have to love that, man. This is your buddy. It's going to be so good to you. It's going to give you your lands when you need it, your spells when you need it. So that's all you have to believe here heading through the quarterfinals into the semis.
And then as far as Derrick Davis for sideboarding here, getting ready for Game 3, we took out a Rolling Dragonstorm, 4 Firebending Lesson, not really needed here. JED's creatures are just a little too big. Took out 1 It'll Quench You and brought in some hard counters. 2 Negates, 1 Essence Scanners, brought in a couple of Braids as well as that 3rd stock up as well.
All right. A Braid pretty useful here, being able to take care of the 3 toughness critters, 2 of which are on the board currently. So let's see what JD does here. Ooh, Frostcliff Siege. Teamer.
Yeah, gets quenched, though. That is excellent.
Boo.
But, getting that quenched isn't the absolute worst. Getting an enchantment into the yard to help out with Delirium from fear of missing out. If you can go Winter Night Stories next turn from JED, discard, an instant or something like that, all of a sudden the Tiger Seal and FOMO get to connect for 10 damage. JED's Izzet looting deck can really close the game a lot faster than basically any other Izzet deck in the format right now.
Yeah, just having a little bit of extra pressure. Grand, she's great at 1-2, but, a Seal at 3-3. If you have continuous ways to draw your second card for turn, yeah, that's a pretty good threat and good blocker.
Yeah, Grand's not killing you herself. She just facilitates all the busted nonsense that your deck can do.
She's the mastermind of
Exactly, she really is.
Yeah, it's Grand's secret life. What's Derrick Davis got up his sleeve here? 3 lands apiece for both players. Grand up against a Tiger Seal and a fear of missing out.
I saw at least 1 Boomerang basic, and there it is. That feels not great. Just Boomerang basicing a 1-drop, is not ideal. That is just a tempo play. And then being able to kill the FOMO, that is really nice. And now we do have the prerequisite 3 lessons in the graveyard. So now it's Ancestral Recall time if we do have it and Grand lives.
It's feeling like people like Ancestral Recall, huh?
You know, I think so. I think so. Also, I feel like us casters, everybody in the event, said the words Ancestral Recall a lot more than we would have thought.
Yeah, in a standard tournament. That's
In
for
a
sure.
standard tournament, absolutely.
So Gran now with a clear board ahead of her. Faces fear of missing out. Boomerang Basics in the bin.
Okay, that looks like Fear of Missing Out, the Tiger Seal, and then Hydro Man as the 3 cards in JED's hand. So no removal for Gran. That is a very important aspect of this. And while the aggression is great, maybe getting a second Fear of Missing Out here can go and do some wonders. You know, you can do that kind of trick that we had from the previous VV deck, where you can take 3 combats if you have 2 of them in play. That stuff can really help out.
Hydro Man, Fluid Felon from the Spider-Man set.
Let me just read.
Yeah, we have to read a couple of these Spider-Man cards. Not too many of them made it into the format. You know, not hugely popular. But basically, if your turn is critter, if not, is land. And when you cast a blue spell on your turn, is bigger.
They should have just put that text on there. That would have been perfect.
Yeah, you know, you gotta be able to abbreviate and simplify and
Yeah. It is just kind of a weird version of prowess here. This card can do some absolute work, and it helps play defense as well. Only one of in the sideboard here from JED, as you never really want to draw a second of this, because it's just a hard card to kill.
Yeah, creature land, you know, hiding out. When it's not his turn, a Braid now taking care of Fear of Missing Out number, what was that, 2 or 3?
Yeah, I believe
3 is in
2.
hand, 2 is in the yard. Okay.
Yeah, and I did not see any Accumulate Wisdoms yet, and Boomerang Basics on Gran here is just saying, all right, I just want to find Accumulate Wisdom.
Let's see. Can you find it? Nope, that's an island. Hey, land 4, you're not going to hate that too much. Able to cost 2 whole Accumulate Wisdoms when it ever pitches up.
Yeah, I think Derrick is, I mean, the Boomerang Basic on your own Gran instead of on Storm Chaser's Talent, anything that would gain you any kind of value, that is kind of the desperation mode. So we really don't have to peek at Derrick's hand to know it does not contain any Accumulate Wisdoms or any other kind of gas.
Oh, yeah, he would have fired that off so fast.
Absolutely.
We wouldn't have even been able to see it at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
You would have just gotten so smart so quick. Anyway, here we go. Tiger Seal alongside Hydro Man, Fluid Felon. That's a fun name to say.
It really is.
So he is a 3/3 now. It is kind of prowess, but it's just any blue spell. So
yeah,
blue prowess. In for 3. Down to 8 goes Derrick Davis. Things looking pretty good here for JED. Former world champion, our formidable speaker, coming in Lorwyn early next year.
It looks like a really cool card, I must say.
Yeah. Ooh, it's going to be so good in Ken's deck.
Yeah. And JED was just saying how much he loves Cube. And so having a card that's going to be very good in Cube like that was kind of his main thing that he wanted. And, well, maybe he should have played Derrick's deck. Ancestral Recall is pretty good in Cube, too.
I should build a cube. I don't have Ancestral Recall, though, and probably never will.
Yeah. Accumulate Wisdom. It's close enough.
Yeah, sure. All right, so big thing here now for Derrick Davis. Hasn't been able to find any way to restock the hand. It's looking a little sad right now. Gran didn't bring her sweeties with her.
Yeah, and it looks like Gran's getting in there, and this might just be an, hey, this creature is going to die style of an attack here. We did find what looks to be a combustion technique here. So, yeah, a smart double block here. That is something that if you just block with 1, that combustion technique looks amazing on just that 1 blocker.
Yeah.
So, very smart block from JED. And at least here is some pressure, but you do not love the fact that you just had to give away your Gran.
No, definitely don't. Next turn, if land number 5 pitches up, we could see level 2 of Storm Chaser's Talon to dig something useful out the bin, but now we have, you know, the cost reduction is gone from Gran, so things not looking so hot here for Derrick.
Yeah, and an extra Gran was discarded early on, so not ideal by any means.
Duelist of the Mind. Another world champion makes his way into our top 8 here, Nathan Stoyer. Just a 0/1 flyer for the time being, but Hydro Man gets the buff off of it. Tiger Seal Was Tiger Seal untapped?
Nope, no.
he's just
Tiger,
chilling.
yeah, didn't draw a card now, or I didn't think we did, but yeah, either way, pretty rough spot here for Derrick if we do not have some kind of interaction. We do have the one combustion technique here, so
Yeah.
you could block. Yeah, you can't even really block the Hydro Man, as it is already got its boost from Duelist of the Mind.
Did you hear Derrick sigh?
I did
I'm
hear
with
that.
you, man.
I heard it. I felt it.
Yeah.
No good blocks here.
Head in the hands.
Yep. Yeah, looks like we have Boomerang Basics as well as Combustion Technique.
All right, so blocking the bigger critter. We still don't have Delirium, right? We have 4 card types in the yard.
Yep. So just blocked the Hydro Man Fluid Felon and killed it.
Oh no, there
as
was.
well.
There was. Yeah, that's why you untapped. That was the.
Oh,
second
yep. We
combat
have.
thing.
Yep. Absolutely. We have Delirium there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Creature
Creature
enchantment,
enchantment, sorcery,
land.
land, yeah.
and
or
sorcery.
spell instant, whatever that is.
Looks like a back to basics there. So either
Yeah.
way, has Delirium, got that extra combat in, and got a hit in with Tiger Seal. And now we did finally find our Accumulate
Hey.
Wisdom. But is it too late? Now at this point, you need to find some red cards. And that looked like 2 lands and something else. So you got 3 pretty big problems on your hand already. Fear of missing out being the most devastating.
Tiger Seal goes night-night. Fluid Felon is in the yard, or in exile, I should say.
And this should just be a lethal attack if there's nothing from Derrick Davis here.
There's a blue, doesn't matter now. Critter.
It should be 7 damage.
Okay.
Gonna bring back Boomerang Basics.
And I would assume we have a land there. I was like, otherwise
Yeah.
you definitely want to wait, as you can keep Delirium. But now that's going to be excellent.
It's got quenched, though. Either way,
Okay.
it's still in the yard.
Still should be enough here. As you get to attack here for 3, untap the seal, and then come back
Definitely,
into
yeah.
an attack for 4, and that's 7 damage.
Alrighty. JED taking the lead here. 2-1 up against Derrick Davis. It's kind of, I don't want to say funny or ironic, but it is odd that the two Izzet decks that aren't the lessons are playing off against each other here. You know, it's not the straight up lessons with the powerful enchantment and the artifacts going
Yeah.
off. It's just the 2 alternate variants, basically.
It always feels like it ends up like that, right?
Yeah.
Like the 2 different spicy lists always play against each other.
Yeah.
The mirror match on the other side.
And then
yeah.
we're sad, and chat is sad, and they get mad, and
Big changes here going into game 4. JED decided to take out a couple Roaring Furnaces and brought in some Torch the Towers. Just something that makes a lot of sense when you're on the draw. You just need to have more answers to Grand. And then Derrick Davis clicked back, no changes.
Grand down on the board here. Jean-Emmanuel has a little otter friend out.
Looks like we have a quench at least. There's a stock up, a couple removal spells, plus land 3. So Derrick's hand's great.
Yeah, combustion
you-
technique is in there.
You're kind of missing the one aspect that you just always want in your hand is to draw Accumulate Wisdom here pretty soon. But I see a Spell Pierce there from JED, so has that option right
Wait.
now.
Yes, good.
So now this otter is a little swole, getting a nice chunk of damage, but Grand still just, whenever you can just freely attack with that card, it looks so good.
Grand in for 1, draw, discard.
And I
Oh,
just,
extra lands there.
I just saw a top deck Eddie Merck Crab there from Derrick Davis, and you just gotta think, if that was a monument, just play monument, attack with Grand.
Oh, yeah.
Looks a little bit better as a win con, but I'm sure Eddie Merck has had its glory moments for Derrick so far.
3 lessons in the yard, so Grand's discount is online. Stock up for 2, seems good. 2 mana for 2 cards.
Not
Yeah,
bad.
can't complain. You get your pick of them.
There's another crab, so both of those probably don't need that one, but I take that back. We did take crab and a boomerang basic, it looks like. So this could be a nice aggressive deck here from Derrick, where most of the time, this version especially is not very aggressive at all. But when you go back-to-back crab, you put some pressure on. That's for sure.
Yeah, 2 5/5s.
Yeah.
For 2 mana? Yeah, seems good.
Yeah, depending on how many instants and sorcerers we have, but now we are
4 or
already
5?
at the prerequisite 5. So, you know, JED really would love to find some graveyard interaction, but there's no soul guides. There's just one ghost vacuum in the sideboard. So not a lot of ways to actually interact with that zone from Derrick, or from JED to Derrick.
So that's going to be tricky to do, keep Derrick Davis off of the double crab. And just the fact that they also tap down any blockers JED might deploy. Yeah, this is going to be... It's going to be a quick one if JED doesn't find something soon.
Yeah, I mean, just being able to... I saw land 4 as well, so no matter what, Derrick has the ability to put both them into play next turn. And, you know, especially with the way that JED was sideboarding as well, taking out Roaring Furnaces for Torch the Tower. Roaring Furnace is one of the few cards that can deal with these 5/5s, so... It could make sense to me that this could be a quick game in favor of Derrick.
I wonder if JED thought the crabs are coming out. Like,
Yeah,
is that a reasonable assumption?
definitely reasonable. JED missing a land drop here, though, is a big deal.
Yeah. Stuck on mana, man. We got to commit some crimes. Draw some cards.
Looks like we did pick up land 3 there, though, so no matter what, that means JED has, well, nothing but gas.
Grab.
Grab.
We're having fun backstage with Glarb. Every time Paul and Marshall said Glarb. Some strange song commenced.
I mean, Glarb is a very fun word to say. That's on the designers for that. That's there we go. Thanks, Glarb, making an appearance. More crab.
Oh, another crab. Tap, 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 tap. Everything's tapped.
I mean, this is actually huge that Grand gets to connect here as well, because this does put JED down to 1 connect from this elemental crab and the game's over. So now JED is in the defensive standpoint, where most of the time in this matchup, Derrick Davis is the controlling.
Oh, he's just gonna he's not. He got no chance here. He's boomerang basicing one of his crabs back.
Yeah, Spell Pierce to just hope that Derrick doesn't have land 5 here, basically.
Oh.
And then you think about just letting this boomerang basic get countered, because otherwise you have to pick up your crab and hope you top deck a land to be able to recast it. So, of course, we got to do the crime committing here first, as Spell Pierce did target something.
2 crimes. Well, it's, 2 triggers off of 1 crime. Crime.
Okay. We're going to see a lot of spells go to the yard, I imagine, as JD has been land light. Any spell that doesn't interact with a crab is going to be basically immediately put to the yard. And there honestly is not a lot of ways to deal with crab left in the deck. 2 Roaring Furnaces in the main was really the only 2 answers.
Yeah.
The crab and JD sided them both out.
Oh, this is double spelling. You don't want to be doing that.
Yeah.
JD is one of the only Izzet players here playing into the Floodmaw, so maybe those can save him in a pinch, but...
They were both kind of laughing, be like, well, I hope you don't have land 5. Derrick Davis did have land 5, but it was a starting town, so no crab coming down.
That's a relief. Can you get 17 points of damage, JED? You got 2 flyers. They get big every time you draw cards. Start drawing.
Yeah.
All right.
Will be a little difficult.
Oh, man.
That was actually huge.
Ooh, Essence Scatter.
That was really huge, just because now this other crab can represent lethal by just tapping down the 2 Duelists of the Mind, so...
Oh,
okay.
wait,
well,
2 others. That's okay. They can't do it all, unless we see another Boomerang Basics bounce. Because he can do that, right? Bounce the other crab, play both of them. Oh, no, wait, you can't attack then. Never mind.
No, you could play.
Oh, yeah,
you're totally right.
The same one.
You could play the crab from your hand, bounce it, crab again.
Yeah. Tap,
But
tap.
even if you can't do that thing, which Derrick isn't moving that fast, so I'm assuming we don't have the win right now.
It beats 2 crabs though, but it's a good
I sure hope not.
But even the worst case scenario where this crab still just is getting chump blocked every single turn, putting JED into the abyss here
Yeah.
is still quite strong.
Explain abyss for those of our audience who are younger than.
Yeah, I guess it is just whenever you attack, one blocker will go away every single time, and you'll always be losing a creature, and Derrick doesn't have to commit any kind of removal to do so, so you lose one every turn.
Nice.
I actually don't know what even the Abyss card does. I just know that's the expression.
It's basically if your blocker dies or something.
Okay, all right. That does make sense.
I learned it from Kibler, and I've forgotten since, but yes.
Okay.
Combustion technique, taking care of one of the otters, so Gran gets to live another day.
And now 2 mana stock up looks great.
Too much.
Too much, lady says.
Alrighty, game 5. Getting all of our value here in this quarterfinals. Our World Championship 31. Thank you so much for joining us wherever you're watching from, in whatever time zone. It's great to have you here as we are looking to crown our 31st World Champion.
I know it's going to be shocking, Amy,
Yeah, what?
but JED took the Torch the Towers back out and put Roaring Furnaces back in.
Good boy.
Yeah,
Good.
no kidding.
Good.
Gonna need to deal with those crabs. And then Derrick Davis, the minor changes here. Took out a couple Iros demonstration. 4 negates. Big
4
game.
negates. Good
4
gravy.
4 negates, not the number 4. For the 2 negates, I should
Ah,
say.
gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yes, all right. Understood.
And I would say this has got to be the biggest game of these players' career, but JED has already played a match exactly like this before, but Derrick Davis, 100% biggest game of his life here.
Man, we were so stressed out for Derrick yesterday, just watching every single win and in and it not going his way. We were like, oh my, please don't do the same thing that Shuhei unfortunately had happened to him in Edge of Eternities.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I could have slept last night if Derrick didn't make it. And I know Derrick wouldn't have slept last night if he didn't make it. So probably got a nice night's sleep.
Yeah.
Knowing he gets to come back and play one more day.
I mean, I bet he was still stressed as all hell for today.
Yeah.
Top 8 is stressful enough without it being the World Championship.
I would imagine. Looks like a solid hand here. See Iroh's demonstration, accumulate wisdom,
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
and abandon attachment. So kind of has it all.
Boing.
There's land number 2 at least. Land number
Nice,
3
okay.
picked up as well. So Derrick just has a great smooth hand.
Yep. Spire Bluff Canal, you definitely want those early, so get that down. Follow up with another Storm Chasers. In with a 3/3. JED says, I don't want to block that, thanks.
Grand is definitely the best turn 1 play you can have if you're Derrick, but if you don't have the powerful Grandmother, the second best Storm Chaser's talent into this play that we saw, Boomerang, get another Otter,
Yeah.
is excellent. So.
Yeah, big otters seem to be, the requirement here this weekend. I bet, I without a doubt, they are the most killed creature here in the field.
And they're probably the creature that does the most killing.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
would have to guess,
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Squeak, squeak.
Some cat seals doing some work as well, but nothing compared to the good otters.
I mean, the Cub just got absolutely dumpstered this weekend.
It really did. I think it was something like a 38%
38%
win rate
No, it's fine.
for what everybody thought was going to be, I mean, myself included, thought was going to be the best card out of the set.
Oh, it is, still.
It was
But
gonna-
everyone was ready for it because they were like, yeah, this card's busted. Don't
Yeah.
let it live.
Turns out one Badger Mole Cub that knows some earthbending isn't quite as good as a watchful eye of Gran.
Did you know Badgemole Cubs originated earthbending?
I did.
Yeah,
I
good
did
job.
know that. Yep.
Well, not the Cubs, but Badgermoles, yeah.
Yes. Didn't see him too much in the show, though.
Tense moments here. Both players pretty even board states. A couple extra creatures for JED.
Yeah, it was a huge attack there. 3/3 Otter plus the seal coming in. And, I mean, both players being extremely mana efficient and just crushing it. And there is huge Iroh's demonstration to kill all the Otters is gigantic. And I think we have a land follow-up for post-combat. Maybe not. Even if you don't, that was the most important thing. That was huge. What an incredible card. Let alone just the 2-mana deal 4. That makes this card great. But having that duality is just so huge. And it's really on display here. Just cleaning up all these otters.
Yeah, and not blocking, not risking the Tiger Seal either.
On island.
Down to 13. Not taking 2 there off the multiversal passage either, so Derrick is content just with things as they are.
Yep, of course, the Tiger Seal did have 1 damage on it, so it would have been a trade with one of these otters. And that is one card that there is a small amount of Iroh's demonstration, the smallest amount from JED. There's 1 in the sideboard to be able to clean up otters, but it's not even the best card in the matchup, and that's kind of why this Is It Lessons deck is so good. It attacks you from some weird angles. Removal is not good against it, but you also need to kill the otters, so it puts you at a rough spot.
Sweepers seem to be the name of the game up against any of these blue-red configurations. Here we see a Quantum Riddler hit the board, draw some cards, untap a seal, and ooh, nice, okay.
That's nice, but that was a whole turn off in air quotes from JED.
Yeah.
Just 4 mana, draw 2 cards is not great. That is exactly the type of turn Derrick was hoping for. Just something that all you have now is 1, 3/3 blocker, and Derrick, from what I saw, had a handful of gas.
Oh, Granny.
Oh, look at this.
Gonna get a discount.
So we're able to do this, plus accumulate wisdom here to be able to draw a bunch of cards and attack for 6. This is looking incredible for Derrick Davis.
Big old swings here. Derrick Davis now being able to put his foot on the accelerator. JED needs to answer this board now. He doesn't really have much time.
JED needs red cards, not blue cards, and Derrick Davis, I got a quick glance at the hand. There was not 1 land in there. It was just 5 spells. So Derrick's got gas in the tank here. Now it is just all on JED to be able to answer these otters.
Boy.
Otherwise, they are going to put Derrick into the top 4 here of the World Championship.
Oh, okay, JD, what you got there, bud? He's mathing. Because, yeah, that's 4 spells. That's 4 prowess triggers if there's no 5th land. Land number 5.
Oh,
That's
gross.
all he's doing.
And just shows it.
Yeah, he's just got absolutely all the marbles there, Derrick Davis does, and he is going to join Seth Manfield into the semifinals. Absolutely incredible finish there to that game. He's had some crazy finishes, I will say.
He really has. JED just really needed to have some interaction on turn 4, and then just having the Riddler on turn 5. I mean, that was kind of the low end of JED's draw.
Yeah.
And it was really all because that Iroh's demonstration from Derrick Davis that really put him over the top there. And impressive work. That's 2 lessons deck into the top 4, beating 2 non-lessons decks. So deck of the tournament continuing to prove its dominance.
These other players are getting schooled, that's for sure. We have Derrick Davis with Riley Knight to hear about his win.
Derrick, what a marathon match you've just made your way through. My goodness me. How'd you do it? 5-game battle. Was there a card that perhaps made a bit of a difference for you somewhere along the line?
Yeah, I last minute put in the 2 Eddie Merc crabs into my list, mostly for the blue-red matchups, and man, did it show off when it mattered.
Yeah, paid dividends in that match there. But we turn our attention now to the semi-finals. How are you feeling going into the semis, making it to the top 4, already an achievement? Do you think you can go even further?
I do. I know that I'm going to be playing either Seth or Ken, who I lost win-ins against yesterday, as everyone saw. Both matchups seem tough, but they're very winnable. Interesting dynamics with both.
All right, Derrick. Well, we'll let you go and prepare for the semis. Congratulations, mate, and best of luck.
Thank you.
More quarterfinal magic after this. Don't go anywhere.